unfortunately, I can't power it on or her on. This is I don't know well, she's charging right now, so um, but it's a humanoid. You can see it. It's got PLM legs, so the legs have two servos per degree of freedom, which makes them a lot stronger. It uses the Robotics controller and smart servos from Dynamixel.
Nice.
So it makes me happy, and she seems to do the job.
So where's the robot's head, first of all?
Well, okay, so technically, this chunk here is her head because it's above the shoulders. So according to Robo One rules, that counts. But yeah, a lot of people complain that she doesn't have a head, and I'm happy that way because I don't know that I like heads. Sometimes I put helmet on her. Where's her helmet? Sorry. Oh, wait. Here it is. And this houses her camera. So there's a camera in there. It's a Wi-Fi camera. And this fits on top and kind of screws in.
Wow.
The camera, there. Okay. And so this whole thing fits on top. And then I vacuum formed it at Fonco, the MoRev people, this summer. So, yeah, so this fits on top of her. But I'm not going to use this anymore because I'm switching over to a Fit PC in the next little while. And so I'll have to come up with something new. But that's pretty much it. And unfortunately, she's charging, so I can't run her.
Oh, that's really cool, though. But, so you mentioned Robot 1. Does it actually compete in Robot 1, or
no, and it doesn't actually meet all of the rules. It's just for Humanoid, the Robo 1, Robo Cup. They do Humanoid Soccer. They do Kung Fu. They also do some other humanoid robot activities. And so she meets a lot of the qualifications for that, but not all of them.
Do you think eventually you'll want to compete with it?
So that's part of why I'm adding a Fit PC, is in the hopes of like someday being like, oh, I'm going to make you an autonomous soccer player. But it's teams of 3, and right now I've probably got about $4,500 into that robot, and I don't think that my wife would ever allow 3 $4,000 robots. So I'm gonna stop at 1. But I do feel like I want to give her personality, and I feel like the best way to do that is to add a brain that can think on its own. And so if I want to do that, then I'm going to need to do that, sort of.
So to add personality right now, the robotics controller isn't good enough, or what's the issue there?
The robotics controller is more of a servo controller. So I'm using that literally just to move the arms and legs to different positions. Having a PC mounted on it, I wrote a decision engine in Max where my robot makes decisions to do, like it decides what it wants to do. And so I can run that on a PC, and I can't run that on an robotics because I don't have the skill set to program a microcontroller to behave that way.
Interesting. So you're going to be getting a FET PC for it, or?
Yeah, no, a friend of mine has an old one, and so I bought it from him. And that's kind of the way a lot of things happen for a lot of people who do this a lot. You know, I mean, it's like someone has an old whatever, and you pick it up and buy it and use it and sell them something of yours or trade them or whatever. So I've done a lot of trading, and that's how I got a lot of my parts. Because I'm a school teacher and we don't get paid that much, so.
Yeah, for sure. Wow, that's so cool. And now you mentioned school. Do you integrate your robotics into school at all?
So I teach a robotics class, but we use mostly the Lego NXT kits.
Yeah.
I do have 3 Bioloid comprehensive kits in my classroom that my
Wow.
more advanced students use. And then we're also into FIRST Robotics, so we do that competition every year.
Nice. Have you chosen?
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun.
Uh,
I kind of want to get their skill set higher. A lot of my kids, they know that we have needs that we can't meet in terms of FIRST Robotics and being competitive. And so they're working hard to learn things that they can bring to the team to make things better, which will make things better.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you first of all, what is your team number, and have you chosen which regionals you're going to?
We only go to one,
Okay.
2980, and we're going to the Cascade Regional in Seattle.
Cool.
Yeah, no, a lot of teams go to multiple regionals, but it's $6,000 a regional.
Yeah.
Or I guess it's $5,000 this year. We can really afford to go to one, and that's a stretch for our school to pay for.
Yeah.
So we're hoping to get like the Boeing grant and stuff like that, and that'll help. But you know, I mean, it's a blue collar community. It's a Navy town. The kids' parents aren't too happy to give up a lot of cash to go, so we go to one regional.
I still think that's pretty cool though, because like one regional is usually enough. Like the whole idea is to build a robot and learn about how to build a robot, learn about teamwork, you know? So sometimes trying to get to like 2 regionals is just too much sometimes.
No, it is, but it'd be nice to be able to learn all of the things that we need to learn at the first regional.
Oh yeah, and then
we do a lot of learning. We don't. Our team motto is we don't lose, we learn, but we learn a lot.
Nice.
And so it'd be nice to learn a lot at one regional and then go to the next regional and be able to do some teaching.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So that's about it for me.
Alright, cool. Well, thanks for telling us about your team, your robot, and everything. That was super cool.